Welcome back, Y&R fans, and if you thought Genoa City had already delivered enough drama, think again. Because Monday's episode is shaping up to be a full-blown powder keg, and it's only a matter of time before it explodes. With Victor Newman's fury building, Lauren's alarm sounding, and Phyllis Summers spiraling, we are heading into one of the most intense weeks yet. Let's start with the man who never plays fair, and never forgets a slight, Victor Newman. When Victor sets a plan in motion, it's not just business, it's personal. And this week, that plan is heating up, heading toward a direct collision with Jack Abbott and Jabbit. Victor's objective is clear: dismantle Jabbit from the inside out, one calculated move at a time. But he's not going at it alone. By his side, at least for now, is Michael Baldwin, a man who knows full well what it means to dance with the devil. Michael has been quietly helping Victor execute this corporate takedown, gathering intel, making strategic moves. But there's a catch, a big one. This attack on Jabbit puts Michael in direct conflict with someone he cares deeply about, Diane Jenkins Abbott. Diane has been more than just a friend. She's trusted Michael, confided in him, believed that, even in a town full of power games, he would be the one to remain loyal. Now, Michael is caught in the worst kind of moral crisis: his loyalty to Victor versus his loyalty to Diane. It's the ultimate lose-lose situation. On one hand, Victor Newman has a long memory. Cross him, and you don't just lose an ally, you make a dangerous enemy. On the other, betraying Diane could end a years-long friendship, one built on honesty and mutual respect. Michael is trying to walk a razor-thin line, hoping to serve both sides, to minimize damage, but that approach? It almost never works in Genoa City. Not when Victor is the one pulling the strings. And Victor? He's not the kind of man who appreciates half measures. You're either with him or against him. There is no middle ground. And if Michael thinks he can ride the fence much longer, he's dangerously mistaken. That's where Lauren Fenmore Baldwin comes in. Lauren may not have a seat at the corporate war table, but she sees the storm forming long before it hits, and this time, it's her husband standing in the middle of the blast zone. After learning about a recent move Michael made, a move that clearly favors Victor's interests, Lauren's instincts kick into high gear. And what she sees? Nothing good. She's been here before. She knows how Victor operates. She's witnessed firsthand what happens to those who get too close to his fire without protection, or worse, without total obedience. So she does what any protective wife would do. She confronts Michael head-on. She doesn't mince words. She warns him that he's playing a dangerous game, one that could backfire in ways he can't even predict. And it's not just about business. Lauren's worried about his relationships, his values, and the damage to his own self-respect. Michael, of course, insists he has it under control. He tries to reassure her. Tells her he's balancing things carefully, that he knows what he's doing. But Lauren sees what he won't admit: he's already in too deep. The cracks are forming, his judgment is clouded, and the deeper he goes with Victor, the harder it will be to find a way back. Lauren doesn't just see red flags, she sees history repeating itself. And she's terrified that this time, Michael won't walk away with just a few bruises. He could lose friends, lose credibility, even lose her trust if he doesn't draw a line soon. And if Victor turns on him? The fallout could be swift, merciless, and career-ending. Lauren knows it, she feels it. Now the question is, will Michael listen before it's too late? While Victor Newman continues to mastermind corporate warfare behind the scenes, at home, he's planning something entirely different, something personal, intimate, and deeply emotional. Victor is shifting gears, if only temporarily, to focus on the one constant in his life: Nikki Newman. With Nikki's birthday just around the corner, Victor is already several steps ahead. But this isn't just about a gift or a dinner reservation. No, when Victor plans a celebration, it's never ordinary. It's grand, it's dramatic, and more often than not, it comes with layers of meaning. Insiders hint that Victor may already be making arrangements. Perhaps a lavish party at the ranch, or something more private and symbolic. Maybe a gesture that reflects their long, complicated love story. A trip, a surprise guest, a custom gift that carries emotional weight. Because this is who Victor is, ruthless in business, but fiercely devoted in love, especially when it comes to Nikki. And this duality is what continues to make him one of the most fascinating figures in Genoa City. One moment, he's plotting Jabet's downfall with precision. The next, he's orchestrating a romantic celebration that only he could dream up. But even here, there's a layer of tension. While Victor is focused on honoring Nikki, the very same loyalty and intensity he shows her is what's making him so dangerous to everyone else right now. As Lauren senses a storm coming for Michael, and Jack prepares for another strike, Nikki may be the only person in town who still sees Victor's humanity. The question is, can Victor keep those two sides of himself from colliding? Or will his love for Nikki eventually get tangled in the chaos he's created elsewhere? Across town, a very different kind of crisis is unfolding. One built not on schemes or strategies, but on obsession, pride, and emotional fragility. Phyllis Summers, once again, is spiraling. Her fixation on Daniel Romalotti Jr. and his professional standing at Abbott Communications is pushing everyone, especially Billy Abbott, to the edge. What started as motherly concern has turned into a controlling campaign to elevate Daniel at any cost. Phyllis has been relentless, inserting herself into decisions, pushing Daniel's name forward in meetings, and refusing to accept boundaries, even when clearly drawn. Billy has already laid out the terms: back off or back out. And now, he's done negotiating. After weeks of tension, Billy is prepared to cut Phyllis loose completely. The partnership she once fought so hard to rebuild may be crumbling again, not because of betrayal, but because of Phyllis's inability to let go and trust the process. For Phyllis, this is more than a professional setback. This is personal, deeply personal. Her identity has always been tied to her family, her work, her ability to control chaos. When things feel uncertain, she tightens her grip, and that's exactly what's happening now. Losing influence at Abbott may feel, to her, like losing purpose. And for someone like Phyllis, who lives and breathes intensity, that's a terrifying prospect. And we've seen this pattern before. When Phyllis feels cornered or powerless, she doesn't just retreat. She combusts. So what comes next? Does she walk away quietly, regroup, and try to find new purpose? Or does she go scorched earth, burning bridges, blaming others, and dragging the people closest to her down with her? It's not just her partnership with Billy at stake. It's her relationship with Daniel, her standing in the business world, her mental stability. The warning signs are all there. And if Phyllis hits rock bottom again, this time, the fallout could be more destructive than ever. This episode is more than just setup, it's a pivot point. A moment where several major storylines are primed to either explode or collapse. Victor Newman is preparing to strike, and when he does, everyone will feel it. Michael Baldwin is playing with fire, stuck between loyalty and morality, and Lauren sees the match about to drop. Phyllis is about to be pushed out, and that could trigger another classic meltdown. And Nikki may be the only one getting something good this week, though even her birthday surprise might come with strings attached. The tension in Genoa City isn't just rising, it's boiling over. Every major player is standing at a crossroads, and the decisions they make this week could change everything. Let's break it down. Will Michael Baldwin finally take a stand, or will he continue trying to serve two masters until one destroys him? His loyalty to Victor is long-standing, but Diane is more than just collateral damage. Can he keep playing both sides without losing himself in the process? Is Lauren simply being protective, or is she the only one truly seeing what's coming? Her instincts are sharp, and her fear of Victor's wrath might be the only thing keeping Michael from making a fatal mistake. Billy Abbott has drawn a line with Phyllis, and this time, he's serious. If he pulls the plug on their partnership, how will Phyllis respond? Will she spiral out again, or fight her way back, more unpredictable than ever? And what about Victor's so-called surprise for Nikki? Is it really just a heartfelt birthday gesture, or part of something bigger? In Victor's world, nothing is ever simple, and love is often layered with power plays. These aren't just plot points, they're dominoes, and one wrong move could knock everything down. So now we turn it over to you. Should Michael stay loyal to Victor, or walk away before he loses everything? Is Lauren right to panic? What will Phyllis do if she's pushed out, and who might she take down with her? And is Victor being romantic, or just strategic? Drop your predictions in the comments. We want to hear where you stand. Who are you rooting for, and who's in over their head? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell, because this week on The Young and the Restless, alliances will crumble, truths will surface, and nothing will ever be the same. This isn't just another episode, it's the calm before a Genoa City earthquake. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss a second.